Alright guys, today we are gonna be reacting to asking strangers for advice in Frankfurt, Germany, Deutschland. Let's jump in.
What would be your number one advice for foreigners moving into Germany?
Good question.
Good question, that's the best advice.
I wanted to bring along my friend, which is the camera woman. And we are now in Frankfurt asking strangers a couple of questions. Frankfurt asking strangers a couple of questions. We just wondered if you would be interested or are you ready? Yes. My first question for you is, are you from Germany?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
We are actually from Colombia.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm from Germany.
Okay. Did you move to Germany or?
We are actually doing our Ausbildung. At least I arrived in 2018.
Wow, okay. Yeah. I'm just curious a little bit if somebody in Germany has an advice for foreigners moving to Germany.
I don't know. Germany is probably a bit stressier.
Educate yourself about the country first, because a lot of people move here with the issue that the taxes are high and they don't realize it beforehand.
It is important to know maybe the language, because there are some people who don't understand.
There we go, that's the first advice. Learn the language.
In English, however, you can have a good communication, and actually there is people who think that the German people are not so friendly, but it's actually wrong. I think the German people is really nice, it's really friendly.
I'm from Norway. I moved to Germany last year. It's like a little bit of different culture and stuff like that. And like, what would be your tip for somebody like me?
My girlfriend is from Portugal. She moved here like 6 years ago. Yeah, in the beginning she had big problems with the language, because it's kind of complicated with all the articles, and it's very important to kind of...
Yeah, Portugal and German are like this. They're not like this, right? They're not like this, they're like this.
Get to understand the language.
First of all, explore the whole country, so visiting all areas around.
Just to have an open mind, because when the people arrive here in Germany, they are gonna be exposed to a lot of cultures. At least Frankfurt is a really multicultural city, so you are gonna
say that about every city in Germany. You guys have to tell me this is true or not. Just say the same with me. München, Hamburg, Berlin, Frankfurt, Dresden, they say everything about the same thing. They say they're the same thing. Is every city in Germany multicultural? Let me know in the comment section below.
I find people from all the world, respecting the other cultures, and yeah.
I think most younger people are really open, and they might help you. You have to be prepared that there's some people that are like a bit not so nice to foreigners.
Yeah.
Take as much input as you can get. Yeah.
What would you recommend to travel or visit here?
I don't travel much, but the place I went most to was Kassel. Yeah, and I made very great experiences there.
Visit in Germany, Berchtesgadener Land, Bayerische Alpen. Sehr schön, sehr empfehlenswert. Gerade der Königssee ist immer eine Reise wert, wenn man das mag. Oder was auch sehr schön ist, ist die Nordsee. Generell von Kiel, oder wenn man rüber dann zur Ostsee geht, diese zwei Meere zu sehen einfach. Das ist halt wirklich ein High-End, was sich einfach jeder angucken sollte.
Hamburg. It's very nice.
And I would say Cologne.
Cologne.
And Stuttgart.
Stuttgart? Yeah. Okay. On one hand, there are the typical tourist attractions, for example in Bavaria, but there are also smaller things to visit, like the Mosel area, the Schloss Els, or Hamburg, Berlin.
Hamburg, I think it is a really nice place. However, here in Hessen there are two really nice places. Maybe Kassel It is a really nice place. Or the castles, they're everywhere. They're really cool.
Hamburg.
Hamburg? Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, of course, for sure. Yeah, of course, this dude's saying Hamburg. Yo, this place, Hamburg is kind of crazy, man. I ain't gonna lie. Ain't gonna lie. Hamburg, it'll be too much for me. Hamburg, I know. That beautiful classical music venue. I would love to go, but it's out there. Hamburg is out there. It's out there.
Berlin, Hamburg, München. As she said, in Hessen we have a lot to explore. Kind of a fairy tale.
If there is something that you would change about Germany, is there something?
Wow, that's a little bit.
I would try to make my people more open to foreigners, because I still hear a lot of criticism towards immigrants and stuff, and I don't like that.
Yeah, the bureaucracy.
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 Yeah.
Because if you are a foreigner, if you are not a part of the European Union, there are a lot of documents or in terms of visum or.
So it seems like bureaucracy and documentation is kind of annoying based on what a lot of people are saying. Again, it's just already part of the culture. I don't know how to really slice this, like, yeah, sure, the bureaucracy can be something, but again, you need to be ready. You need to be ready to just carry your stack of paper. That probably is going to be like 10 pounds of it. 10 pounds of stack of paper. Just make sure you have it nice in your closet, wherever you're staying, and you're on top of it.
Money in your account.
It's really difficult for the Germans as well as for the foreigners.
Yeah.
I really would like to change just a bit.
Probably our school system. Yes, I agree, and our healthcare system maybe.
Would you ever consider to move out of Germany?
I did. I thought about it. It's quite hard because you have to have a visa or a job to be somewhere.
I would also move out of Germany. For example, to Switzerland or Canada.
Canada.
Okay, nice.
Depends. Currently,
Canada. Okay.
I won't because my family is here, but if that wasn't there, I would think about it. Maybe at some point I would also like to see the world a little bit more.
Okay.
I think no.
No.
It's pretty nice here.
Yeah,
And
me
you?
too.
Yeah.
And I'm really much of a family person, so I think that's the biggest reason to stay. But maybe like for a year or something, but not forever.
Okay. Yes.
I agree.
The coolest thing we have here is the health insurance system, and I don't want to miss that.
No, I understand.
You never know before you go.
That's true.
Good
Thank
point.
you so much for talking with me.
You're welcome.
Thank you so much for answering my question today.
No problem.
Cheers.
That's all for today. Thank you. Have a nice day.
Very nice, very nice. I think some of these people have very good points. It's interesting that one of them say they changed the healthcare systems, but it seems like Germany's healthcare system is top notch. I don't know. It seemed bureaucracy, a lot of paperwork, and language. It seemed like the most important aspect of Germany that you should learn, or at least have an idea before you go to the country. I don't know why. You guys have to let me know in the comment section below. These people might be telling the truth. I don't know. But personally, I think that every time Cologne is a multicultural city, Berlin is a multicultural city, München, multicultural city, Frankfurt, multicultural city. Is that true, guys? Let me know in the comment section below. I'll see you in the next one.